Hello, welcome back. Last time, everything went pretty well. I actually got quite a few puzzles done. More than I have been usual lately. 5-8. 5-9. Authority. So where's the story at this point?
Jan continued to flood the server with noise.
Jan is angry, that's where.
Fitch spent more and more time watching the chat room, trying to keep it from falling apart. Exhausted and confused, he found himself speaking to Jan less as a friend and more as a figure of authority. Finally, he stopped mincing his words completely and directly pointed out the discomfort Jan was causing.
So we can find out what Jan thinks of that confrontation. What's up with me? Okay, I'm fine. That was just a little bit weird. Commitment.
These half-assed attempts to solve the issue were never going to work. He needed to commit. He needed to make an exit, cover his tracks, and make sure he'd never feel the pull of his legacy again.
Okay, I have a new way to relate to Jan. There was a community I left once that I have felt the pull to come back to, and had to stop myself because I knew it was unhealthy for me. Yeah, okay. I can place this into a context I fully understand. Alright. Get there. Have 3 things pressed. Stand here or here. Then have 2 things pressed and walk to the exit, okay? So I need a perspective that can hide. So I think 1 box goes here, 2 boxes go on whatever is over there. Oh, this is going to be weird. So no direct response from Jan on what Fitch is saying to him. That was a part I was curious about. Fitch is just kind of beneath his notice at this point. Okay, so that doesn't seem good. Things are getting in the way of my blocker. Wait, shouldn't this have moved? Oh, there we go. Right, of course. Okay, I need to get in the way of a lot of other things first. Seems doable, so... Start with this on here. Then I can do what I did before. Okay, problem not from this angle. Yes, from that angle. Oh. This angle's fine for pressing that button. Oops. This angle's fine for pressing that button. Then I need to keep this angle and press this button to get that through to where it needs to be. What I feel like I'm going to have a problem with is... this move. Oh, no, I'm still hiding the thing. Everything is fine. Alright, I think everything went according to plan. I can go here, I have the full setup I need. That does that, and I'm done. Okay, exactly as I wanted. Exit plan completed. Was that a metaphor for how easy Jan found it to exit the community? No, he didn't find that easy at all. Only forward.
One day, Jan left the server and didn't come back.
Alright, accessing this is as brief as the narration. No looking back.
He'd finally passed the point of no return. Despite years of friendship and creative effort now permanently behind him, Jan continued to exist.
Wait, I want to hear that again. Sorry, I was paying too much attention to the puzzle and not enough to what was said there. One more time.
He'd finally passed the point of no return.
Point of no return.
Despite years of friendship and creative effort now permanently behind him, Jan continued to exist.
Okay, right. So, yeah. He was still existing, even though he had successfully left the community. Alright, so I can't use this... I can't use any perspective other than that for making any moves. Unless I can find a way for this to be hidden from another one, which I don't think I can. Okay, so if this is my only legal perspective, then I need to build a bridge to here. Okay, that should be pretty doable. There's an elevator in a spot I don't like. Alright, not anymore. Okay, is there more of a catch than I'm seeing here? Well, there's one. Because other than that, I could do... Oh, well, can't I just bridge there instead? Of course I can. Assuming I can get there. Yeah, big assumption. Could I have done this in a different order? Okay. Is there a way to deal with you first? Maybe I have one idea. Let's make that hole not exist anymore. Okay, cool idea on how you're gonna unstack. Well, there are ways. Maybe with the elevator. While I can see what I can see... While I can see what I can see... I put this here. Then I think I can go all the way around, that's what all this terrain is for, then get that next to an elevator. Okay, this is unique. I haven't had a puzzle quite like this before. Alright, and I think that puts everything in a place healthy enough that I can get to it, just barely. That's in place, and the other one can totally go too. There we go. Alright. Oh. Okay. So, last two of that were real snappy. One final world is left, right? Where am I? Yeah, okay. I can spend a little bit of time in the overworld. There was an official exit to this world, wasn't there? Well, anyway, another one of these is solid. It's been so long since I saw this, I don't have any idea which was which anymore. But yeah, just purple yet to go, so purple leaf tree, are you marking the final world? Looks like it to me. Alright, gravity.
Jan was not just gone from the server. He seemed to have entirely dropped off the face of the planet. He'd wiped any presence he ever had on the internet. His accounts, his past messages, and even all of the music he'd ever published. Only a dormant messaging account remained.
So we know from the narration he continued to exist. But to Fitch he did not seem to. So now we're going to get a completely new perspective. Like, something that was totally hidden from view until now. And we got that at the start too before Jan met Fitch. How the heck do I get a block here? That's what it seems like I need to do. Is there maybe another way? There's stuff below. Is there an adjacency of interest? Not really that I can see. Hold on, how do I do things in this puzzle in general? I don't remember this one very well at all, actually. Okay, so this is about queuing these up and pushing them off with the elevator. Right, gravity is the name of the world and also the primary mechanic of it. I have a feeling that's the correct move. Let's see if my feeling pans out. Correct move to do multiple times. I guess both of those would have been valid. This one could have... Oh no, hold up. Why would this be useful? Oh, never mind. I'm building a stack here. Actually, I already can do the thing. I just didn't realize. Right? Is that true? Yeah. Alright. Okay. My feeling was correct. What I thought it was going to do was not. That's okay. I got there somehow. What's Jan up to?
The music had always been an escape for Jan. A distraction from his day-to-day life. But now, it was the music he needed to escape from.
Oh. Can't even think of his old hobby. I see. It's been tainted. Uh-oh, this is here. Okay. Of course this would be in Gravity World. Oh boy. Alright, I'm in for an uphill battle, I sense. I guess the orientation of this block could perhaps have given that away. So I lose all my boxes if I do that. Therefore I need to hide them. Okay. Here's where things are gonna slow to a crawl, I predict. How do I go somewhere? I guess I do it this way. Alright, so where can I put these to hide them away? And is that even what I want to do? I mean, I can simply do this, which gives me the correct orientation for where I want to be, but no means to actually get there under my own power. Is there something that could give me those means? Okay, if I were here, how much of a path is that? Aha, okay, I see what I want. I want all 4 of these to receive a block on them. Okay, so let's trace that out. That means I want one... You know what? This is really hard to think about. So I think I want one 0 away from the edge. Yeah, okay, look at the left edge instead of the right one. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. 0, 3, 4, 7. Okay? 0, 3, 4, 7. That's the theory. The orientation I will be in is indeed this one. And the edge that I'm after... Wait, if the orientation is this one, I counted the wrong thing. So it's 0, 3, 4, 7 in this orientation then. Alright, so... From the opposite edge, that's 2. I'm looking at the vertical line here and how it lines up with the rightmost vertex of the cube that I'm plopping onto. 2 lines up with that. 3 lines up with this. 6 and 7. That's 2, 3, 6, and 7, I think. 2, 3, 6, and 7 from the near end, the one that's not close to the level goal. I want to split these apart. Are these 6 and 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, okay. And this is fine. The other axis doesn't matter. I went 0. I went 2 and 3. The other axis does matter, doesn't it? Does it? No, but I'm off by 1. Was that 5 and 6 instead of 6 and 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, it was. Okay, that should be the way. Alright, never mind. This was perfectly understandable, as it turns out. Everything works. I am the master of gravity. Don't say words like that! Missing Cornerstone. So this is about the community without Jan.
Fitch was taken completely by surprise. His and Jan's first album was gone.
Not exactly.
The creation that started it all could no longer be found.
Okay, what? Right, this is Gravity World. If I'm standing next to the goal, then all I gotta do is bop the wall next to me. And I can engineer that by doing what? Right, so this is sort of a tutorial level, I think. Ah, that's funny. Okay, so anyway, step on button, which I do from there. With button stepped, I can do it from there too. Then this scrape will take me down there. Yes, it will. Bop, bop. Alright, whole new world is open to me. Severed ties.
He had a clean slate now. All of his frustrations, all of the burnout, all of the stress could finally end.
Could, but did it? Does he? Will this actually solve his problem, I'm wondering? When I left the community that I was talking about, I did end up in a healthier place after a time. So I'm hoping it'll end up being the... Whoa, same for Jan. Okay, so... Oh, there's a lot happening here. So for one thing... So I need to put this box in a place that lets me access a bunch of stuff. So if I had put it there, I can get to a few places of interest. But not necessarily all of them. That might end up being usable. If I do this, then I can go there. However, this is as far as it goes. So I would say here is the spot where I want the box. Because I could totally hop from here to here, here to here, here to here. What about this platform though? So there's this stuff above. Hold on, this can still reorient. That's scary. Is that what I want? Okay, well let's try and have it end up in the place I thought I wanted. That was center platform like this rhombus. So on that surface is where I want the thing. But it's really hard to conceive of where it's actually going to go when I bump it. That perspective, put it there. Let's just try a few positions and see what happens. Oops. Okay, so I can push against a surface like that if that's what I want. This is all kinds of confusing. What does this perspective look like? See, landing here isn't going to happen. Given the way that gravity works, it'll take the first available drop-off point. So there's like this funny stuff going on, but that's not anything as far as I can tell. And again, reorienting. Oh, is helpful. I see. I can journey to all of these individually. That is not at all what I thought the puzzle was. But if that's what it is, then I can deal with that. No, I don't want to be on top. I want to be, oh boy. That could be acceptable? If it was, but it's not. Well, really... Okay, so I think secretly that one's the... hang on. So, I don't know that I've ever pressed this button. Let's start with that. I think the way to do that would be to push this way over here, maybe farther than that. Oh, too far. Ah! I found the one hole. Okay, that's a protected angle. Let's try this way around. I think from that way around, that's not a protected angle. So if we push this way a couple of times, do this, turn that... No. Okay, so from here. Above in screen space is this platform. That one's out of reach. From here, above in screen space, is this platform. That one is out of reach. From here, the box doesn't fall. Right? Okay, this perspective does that. I can rotate around all I want, but that's no good. I guess one thing I can do... That'll fall directly on the button and get me stuck. That is definitely not what I want. One short of the edge, let's just explore a bit. Whoops. Oh right, it doesn't fall because it doesn't fall. That's a good reason. Yeah, okay, the only way I'm accessing this button is by sneaking there while I'm on this platform. That still makes me think this is my destination. How could I ever get it there, though? Like, if it's the topmost one in screen space from where it falls, I have access to this U-shape, none of which get me to either of these spots which I need to be at to get it here. So I don't think the box is going here. That's just not an option. Okay, so can I then do each one individually? So let's do this from an angle where it'll fall immediately. So despite what it looks like, I might actually... No, I don't... Instead of there, I want to go... I'm thinking here is the right first spot. Maybe one less. Here? No. No, what did I have before that sort of worked? I think I may have did it from this perspective? No, it must have been this one. But farther over. Like this? Yeah, okay. Right there is a magic spot that lets me hit this button. Then I can get back and hit this button. And then I can return, right? Whoa, I'm upside down now. Okay, I hadn't thought about turning this way around. Alright, so seeing the world from a new angle. Seems like this could be good. Okay, I see my destination. I don't really see what the world's gonna look like when I flip, so I'll just have to move around and try. Okay, what would that do, actually, if I put it here? I think the box will find a home, but I will fall? Not exactly! It wasn't what I wanted, though. So from upside down... So from upside down. Oh, this is fine. Okay, that'll work. Alright, I did it, apparently. Felt a little accidental, but I did do it. Do I dare try this? I'm getting a bad feeling. Gravity can be very hard to think about. I'm not going to push forward into that. Alright, so next time I think this is a reasonable starting point. How many are in World 6? There are 10. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. 8 of their mirrors. Whatever's going on with this mystery, and then... Oh right, that's World 12. And then whatever's going on in the stars, if there is anything more. Okay, and that is the status of where we are in this game. Alright, next time, Desperation. Oh boy.